Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. So today we'll be discussing another problem of our Blind 75 series, and the problem of the day is longest consecutive sequence. Here we have been given an unsorted array of integer nums, and we have to return the length of the longest consecutive elements sequence. Also, we have to note that we have to write an algorithm that runs in big O of n time. So in the given example, let's say we have 100, 4, 200, 1, 3, 2. And for this case, we can easily see that the longest consecutive sequence will be made of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Therefore, the output would be 4. Now, the thing or the condition that needs to be noted is that we need to solve this problem in big O of n time. You all have must thought a brute force approach where we would just sort the array, which would give us something like this: 1, 2, 3, 400, and 200. And then we would keep on checking for consecutive sequence. This would definitely make our job easy, but sorting an array, as we all know, is of big O n log n time, which is greater than big O of n time. So this would not be a valid solution. So what we'll do here is, first of all, we'll use set, and we'll create the set of the input array using set of nums. What will this give us is, it will just give us, let's say for the same example, we'll have a set of, let's say, each element, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 200. What we can then do is, then we'll start traversing our input array from left to right, whatever it is. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, and 200. And for each element, we are going to check if for a given number, its predecessor, or the number minus 1, in this case 2 minus 1 or 1, is already present in our set or not. If it is already present in our set, then we will not disturb our ongoing sequence, because for situation when it is not present, we'll say our sequence begins at this position. Let's say if we had a 0 over here, so 2 minus 1, that is 1, was not in our set. So what we'll say is our sequence begins at 1. Now then, when we know that our sequence begins at 1, what we'll do is we'll simply check and keep on checking if the next numbers following 2, that is 3, 4, exists in the sequence in the set or not. If they exist in the set, we'll keep on increasing our current count by 1. And finally, we'll keep on updating our result by simply taking the max of result and current count. And this would help us solve the problem in big O of n time. Now let's jump into the code. What we'll first do is simply create a set. Also, we'll define our result as 0. Then we'll start traversing, let's say for n in nums, for each number in the input array nums. What we'll do is we'll check if n minus 1 not in n, not in S. We'll check if its predecessor is or is not present in our set. If it is not in S, then what we'll do is we'll say our sequence begins here. So our current length is equal to 1. Then we'll start a while loop and we'll check if the number plus the current length is present in set or not. In this, we'll just check, let's say the Rn was 2, so we'll just check 2 plus 1, then 2 plus 2, then 2 plus 3, as our current length will keep on being updated. So this will help us keep a check on the successors. So if n plus the current length is present in S, what we'll do is we'll say our current length is increased by 1. And then what we'll do is, after coming out of the while loop, we'll update our result, and it would be maximum of the current length as well as the result. After this, what we'll do is we'll simply return the result. So now let's check the solution. Oh, my bad. Let's check this again. So as we can see, we are doing pretty good, and we have easily solved this question in big O of n time as given using sets. I hope you understood the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.